You're watching the evening edition of News on 2. 4 social media account owners have been charged with insulting Islam and Prophet Muhammad, with one of them sentenced to prison. Inspector General of Police, or IGP, Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi Harun, said the charges against the 4 of them were made yesterday under Section 298A and Section 505 subsection C of the Penal Code and Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998. Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi, in a statement, said the owner of Facebook account Ayeye was charged at the Sessions Court in Kuching, Sarawak under Section 298A of the Penal Code and Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act. He added that the accused pleaded guilty to 10 charges and was sentenced to 10 years and 10 months jail to be served consecutively. Another person charged was Facebook account owner Danny Antonio Jr., who was also slapped with the same charges at the Criminal Sessions Court Jalan Duta Court Complex. The accused pleaded not guilty to 2 charges, and the court set the 5th of April for mention. The owner of Twitter account at Alvin Chow 333 was also charged in the same court under Section 298A and Section 505 subsection C of the Penal Code and Section 233 of the Communications and Multimedia Act. Tan Sri Muhammad Fuzi said the accused pleaded not guilty to 8 charges and no bail was offered as the court set a 5th of April for re-mention of the case. The IGP further noted that another Facebook account owner, Yazid Kong, who was also charged in the same court, pleaded guilty, and the court set 11th of March to hear the facts of the case and for sentencing. A police report has been lodged over the dissemination of fake messages and news relating to Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng on social media. Now, according to Lim's press secretary, Lutfi Hakim, the messages spread via WhatsApp are false and are aimed at defaming Lim, who had never made the statements as disseminated. In a statement today, Lufti said the act of irresponsible parties using the appearance and format of a local daily to spread false and defamatory information is regretted. He said the messages were spread with the evil intention to incite racial sentiments, anger, unhappiness and hatred towards the finance minister. The statement said that the report was made at the Dang Wangi Police Headquarters in Kuala Lumpur last Thursday. Lutfi said it is important to check the information received before forwarding them via social media or other channels with a source, established newspapers and professionals. This included the Finance Ministry's official webpage, Facebook and Twitter sites. A 4-month-old baby boy died shortly after he was found unconscious at a childcare centre in Taman Margosa in Ipoh Perak yesterday. Now, the victim's father, Mir Ikram Adnan, 32 today, said when he dropped off his son, Muhammad Akif Iskandar, at the centre 8 a.m. yesterday, the child was in good health and only had a runny nose due to a cold. Now, Mir said that when he was contacted by the childcare centre at 6 p.m. yesterday, he was told that his son was unconscious. Upon his arrival at the scene and at the centre, Mir said that his son was already weak, pale with his limbs flaccid. Muhammad Akif was then taken to Raja Permaisuri Bainon Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 6:55 p.m.
Yang pukul 6. Time tu memang kita orang nak pergi ambil dia. Pergi ambil dia. Orang tu suruh datang cepat.
Pengasas dia cakap tak start bila yang baby tu tak sedar diri?
Memang tak ada cakap apa-apa langsung. Memang tak bagi tahu apa langsung. Tapi pukul 6 tu je orang baru call kita orang.
Muhammad Akif was laid to rest at the Kampung Changkat Larang Muslim Cemetery after Zuhur prayers today. Meanwhile, Ipoh Deputy Police Chief Superintendent Marzuki Mat, in a statement, said a post-mortem report on the baby found that the cause of death was due to excess fluid in the lungs. He said the post-mortem was conducted from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and the report stated pulmonary edema as the cause of death. The Kedah Immigration Department arrested 4 illegal immigrants from Bangladesh at a roadblock under the Ob Bersepadu at the Jitra Toll Plaza yesterday. Its director, Zuhair Jamaluddin, said the operation from 8:15 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. was carried out together with the Road Transport Department, the National Anti-Drugs Agency, Computerized Vehicle Inspection Centre, Plus Berhad, and Department of Environment. He added that the men aged between 22 and 31 were amongst 114 people who were screened during the operation. Zuhair said they were also arrested for not having valid travel documents. He also said that the illegal immigrants were being held at the immigration lockup in Alor for investigation and further action before being handed over to the Belante Immigration Detention Depot in Sik. The number of people who have sought a treatment for inhaling poisonous gas emitted by chemical waste at Sungai Kim Kim near Pasir Gudang, Johor has gone up to 79 cases as of 9:30 p.m. yesterday as compared to 48 previously. Now, Johor Health Environment and Agriculture Committee Chairman Dr. Sarudin Jamal said all 31 new patients are currently being treated at Sultan Ismail Hospital in Johor Bahru. In addition, Dr. Sarudin Jamal said 6 of the 31 patients were placed at the intensive care unit or ICU, but their condition was reported to be stable.
Kes yang masih berada di ward terdiri dari 2 orang kanak-kanak berusia 5 tahun dan 4 tahun, 8 orang pelajar sekolah rendah, 7 pelajar sekolah menengah, 14 orang dewasa termasuk 3 anggota pasukan perubatan dan kesihatan.
Dr. Sarudin said this today after officiating the Gotong Royong program to combat AIDS held at Taman Kota Masai in Pasir Gudang. Moreover, he said continuous monitoring will be carried out to maintain a healthy living environment in the area. Dr. Sarudin said the work to clean Sungai Kim Kim, which was polluted as a result of toxic waste disposal stretching 1.3 kilometers, will begin soon. The cleaning will involve agencies from the local authorities, environmental department and cleaning contractors who have the expertise in managing hazardous waste. Now, the Ministry of Health is planning to amend the existing law before the proposal to make 2 vaccinations compulsory for children is being tabled in Parliament. Its Minister, Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad, said the ministry has mobilized a task force to review all proposals, including the feedback from the medical specialists from the Malaysian Paediatric Association, or MPA. Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli said the matter would be discussed with the Education Ministry as well as the Women, Family and Community Development Ministry.
Saya harap akan dapat bermula sebaik saja kita buat keputusan bersama bersekali dengan Kementerian Pendidikan dan juga Kementerian Pembangunan Wanita Keluarga. Perkara ini sikit memerlukan sikit pindaan undang-undang untuk menjadikan ia mandatory, ya. Harap faham itu, sebab tu kita ambil langkah itu sangat cermat. Kita ada sidang parlimen bukan? Mungkin tidak yang terdekat ini, tapi yang seterusnya insya-Allah.
The Health Minister said this after opening the national level anti-AIDS campaign Gotong Royong today at PPR Sri Alam Fasa 2, Kuala Lumpur. Recently, Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli said the ministry is considering MPA's proposal to make at least 2 out of the 12 vaccinations compulsory under the National Immunization Program. The 2 vaccines are diphtheria and MMR for measles, mumps and rubella under the National Immunization Program. He further noted that the decision on the matter will be announced in the near future. Meanwhile, Datuk Sri Dr. Zulkifli has proposed to expand the use of artificial intelligence or AI technology to eradicate dengue outbreak in the country. Now, he said the technology can be used as an early warning system, especially on hotspot areas. In addition, the Health Minister said studies by the Institute for Medical Research or IMR found that the use of AI is very effective in the efforts to reduce dengue cases. To date, Pulau Pinang is the only state that utilizes the AI technology in Malaysia.
Setelah kita punya keupayaan AI itu, kita boleh roll out untuk seluruh negara sebenarnya. Kita boleh laksanakan untuk seluruh negara. And we can even map out mana potential outbreak. Ini cara yang agak canggih dan terkini untuk kita gunakan artificial intelligence. Ya, sudah sampai waktunya kita menggunakan teknologi, ya, itu sebenarnya.
According to the ministry's statistics, the total number of dengue cases reported from January to the 7th of March of this year was 28,580 cases as compared to 11,146 cases for the same period of last year. During the same period, the cumulative number of dengue deaths this year were 49 cases as compared to 26 deaths last year, an increase of 24 cases or 88.5%. In a related matter, a total of 2,222 dengue cases have been recorded in Johor from January to the 2nd of March of this year, with Johor Bahru recording the highest number. State Health, Environment and Agriculture Committee Chairman Dr. Sarudin Jamal said as many as 6 deaths due to dengue fever were also recorded during the period compared to 3 deaths for the same period of last year. Speaking to reporters after officiating the Mega Gotong Royong 1.0 to fight Aedes in Taman Kota Masai Pasir Gudang in Johor Bahru today, Dr. Sarudin said the number of dengue cases has increased by 99.6%, while the percentage of deaths has increased by 100%. Dr. Sarudin added that the main factor for the increase in dengue cases was due to lack of hygiene.
Penting sekarang ialah masyarakat kena peka, masyarakat kena tahu bahawa kebersihan hendaklah menjadi prioriti. Barulah demam denggi, nyamuk Aedes dapat dikurangkan.
He also urged the public to carry out more Gotong Royong programs to instill awareness on the importance of maintaining health and cleanliness of oneself, family and the environment. Now, in another development, the Health Ministry is currently monitoring the development of chikungunya cases which have befallen Hatnya, Thailand. Health Deputy Director General for Public Health, Dato Dr. Chong Chi Keong, said that the heavy surveillance will focus on the entry points at the Malaysia-Thailand border in Perlis and Kelantan. Dato Dr. Chong said the State Health Department will carry out inspections to identify individuals at risk of carrying the virus and ensure that the matter is under control. He said this in a press conference after attending a Gotong Royong program to eradicate Aedes mosquitoes in Kuala Lumpur. According to the Health Ministry, a total of 39 chikungunya cases were reported in Malaysia from January until the 7th of February this year, with Selangor recording the highest number of cases, totaling 23. The highest number of chikungunya cases were registered in 2009, which saw 5,430 cases reported. The draft a special initiative plan by the Housing and Local Government Ministry to assist the 40% medium income group or M40 to own a house is expected to be completed this May. Its Minister Zuraida Kamarudin said the ministry is now in the process of studying on how to help the group by providing affordable homes based on income. She said the drafting process is being carried out in collaboration with several relevant agencies.
So yang ini kita akan lihat bagaimana kita nak membantu mereka dengan rumah-rumah yang mampu milik berdasarkan pendapatan dan sebagainya. Saya ingat this was very fast. Saya ingat now is March. Jadi by May I should be able to come up with that for me for M40.
Rangka inisiatif untuk M40.
Yes, M40, yeah. Okay.
Zuraida said this to reporters at the closing ceremony of #Kita Semua Mariam Global campaign held in Cyberjaya. Elaborating further, she said the M40 is divided into 2 income categories. The bottom category includes families with a household income of between 3,000 and 7,000 ringgit, while the top category includes families with a household income of between 7,000 and 10,000 ringgit. The construction of these affordable homes will be borne in accordance with the income of those from the M40 group. We begin with Malaysian football. In keeping their unbeaten start to the 2019 Super League campaign intact, Pahang also ended Kedah's own version of it with a 1-0 win at the Darul Makmur Stadium in Kuantan last night. Their 4th victory of the season sees the Tok Gajah squad temporarily take the league's top spot from defending champions Johor Darul Takzim or JDT with 14 points. Now JDT have a game in hand and play PKNP FC at home tonight. Dola Saleh had the pleasure of seeing Safuwan Baharudin and Harold Gulon return to the starting lineup after both players missed out on the win over PKNP in the previous match. While suspension to Zilov also meant Sadil Ramdani also was involved right from the start. In the first half, Pahang had a golden opportunity to take the lead in the game when Dixon Mwakaime was fouled inside the box. But the subsequent penalty kick from Nur Sharul Idlan Talaha was well saved by Muhammad Ifwad Akmal Chekasim, who guessed the right way. Now, the Elephants created chances throughout the match and even had the ball in the net through Muhammadu Sumare's header in the second half, but it was ruled out for a foul. The goal finally came in the 86th minute as Zuhair Aizat Muhammad Nazri's shot took a wicked deflection and flew past Ifwan Akmal.
Elsewhere in the Premier League, UiTM FC drew 3-3 with Kelantan at the UiTM Stadium in Shah Alam. UiTM FC now have 10 points from 5 matches, but sit in third ahead of Selangor United due to goal advantage. Montenegrin import player Zarko Korak scored a hat-trick for the hosts in the 11th, 24th and 83rd minutes, while Kelantan's 3 goals were produced by Flavio Beck Jr. in the 35th and 81st minutes and Nick Alias in the 78th minute. And that item concludes this evening's edition of News on 2. In our top story, 4 charged with insulting Islam. Join us again at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon for more news updates. I'm Adrian Seed. The Tamil Bulletin is coming up next. Stay tuned to TV2 and have a pleasant evening. Good night.